Listen, your growth is going to feel like pain well before it feels like grace. A year ago to the date, the Spirit of the Lord released a word over my life in prayer. And he said, I am making room for more. And immediately I got excited, as we all do, because my attention immediately went to the word more. That word to me meant increase. It meant expansion. It meant the next level. And it wasn't until I got in the process that I realized that he stated that he had to make room in order to produce the more. And immediately my life, when I thought it was moving to a place of increase the way I expected, immediately I began to see the fruit of John 15:2 in my life. And if you study John 15, then you will see that scripture reveals God's recipe for growth. He begins to let us know that those things in our life that are not bearing fruit, he cuts them off. And those things that are bearing fruit, he's going to prune them so that they can become even more fruitful. This is the process that my life began to undergo over the course of the last year. I had to endure a hard season of pruning. I had to endure a hard season of being uncomfortable, going through changes, going through things that he really didn't give an explanation for, right? It was a part of the process, and it was something that I had to go through, but it was also something that I had to grow through. And now I'm at this place where I'm starting to see the increase and the more that he has ordained for my life. But he was right. He had to create room for the more. Now that I have made it to the other side of the process, and I'm starting to see the more that I expected to see prior to him creating the room, I want to encourage someone on today, because you're at a place where God has promoted you, God has lifted you, that God is ready to entrust more into your hands. But in order for you to get to that place, you got to endure this process of pruning. You got to endure this process of what seems like growth. And this is why I said your growth and going to the next level and receiving all that God has ordained for your life, it is going to come on the other side of you going through a process that's somewhat painful. It's uncomfortable, and it literally feels like loss. It literally feels like, just like I felt, that my life, that God rather was stripping my life to the very bone. Literally, it was nothing left but me, him, and what was going into the next season of my life. So I just want to encourage you on today. If you're going through that process, if you're going through something unexpected, you're going through something that seems like the complete opposite of what God has released into your life, stay in the process. I want to encourage you to lean into the pain. Do not move away from God. Do not stop praying. Do not stop fasting. Do not stop reading your word, even if you don't feel like it. Go into your secret place. Go into your private room. If you just have to sit there and cry, you have to sit there and journal, whatever you have to do, because I'm telling you, God is doing something very beautiful in your life. God is doing something extraordinary. God is doing something that is preparing the foundation for what he has for you next. And so I want you to come through this process. Yes, you're going to cry tears. Yes, it's going to be painful, but I want you to lean into his presence, because I'm telling you, there's tremendous fruit that is on the other side of this process. Do not give up. Do not give in. God is making room for more.